Okay guys, I have to make this video because the Porsche Cup Car, as I have ever known it in my limited time racing, iRacing this last 9 months, year, has come to an end. We have the new Porsche Cup Car. I will be the first to say that I am probably not sad to see the original Porsche Cup Car go. I hated driving it, and yes, it's because I sucked at it. I struggled to extract pace. It always felt on the edge of losing it every corner to me. Never really felt comfortable with it. That being said, I feel like it is the car that taught me the most and how to drive and how to do the best and how to learn how to get better at sim racing. So with that, I am sad because I don't feel like any car is going to have the Jeopardy feeling that that car did. So with that, this is the new Porsche Cup Car. We are going to do a few laps around Virginia International. Why? Because I love this track. This track I feel has a lot of good corners to test things out on. It has some good slow corners. It's got fast corners. It's got a few flowy ones. I think it's a good representation of a bunch of different challenges you will face at different tracks. So we are going to see. Oh, already? Oh, that feels better. Now better doesn't mean more fun necessarily, because yeah, that's way more stuck than the original one was. Oh man, this car I think I'm gonna have fun driving. the old Porsche Cup Car, I can't say that I had a lot of fun. No, I can't say that either, because I did have fun doing it. I think the combination of the Porsche Cup Car at Mount Panorama at Bathurst was the combination that helped me learn how to be a better sim racer by far. That combination taught me patience, it taught me how to brake, it taught me how to be smooth on the throttle, it taught me all of those things. And obviously I'm not perfect at any of that, but this car already, yep, doesn't have the Jeopardy to it. Not at all. I'm pushing harder on these cold tires than I would have ever been able to for my skill level in the old Porsche Cup Car. So far I like it. This feels way more fun. And now with this new car we get ABS, you get traction control, you get a lot of things that you didn't have in the old one. So those are the main reasons why, yeah, it feels way better to drive. It doesn't feel like you're gonna lose the car on exit of any corner if you push it just a little too hard. It doesn't feel like you're just gonna lock the tires and go sailing on by. Ooh, on that braking zone. Now that being said, clearly I locked up a fair bit, as you can see by my trace, but would have attempted anything like that in the other one, you just lock the tires up and go sailing on by. So it is unfortunate because I do think this will take some of the skill out of the Porsche Cup races. Because I will say that the Porsche Cup was probably the only real series that when I saw people doing laps like 3 seconds faster than me, I honestly just sat there and went, I have no understanding of how you did that. I can't even fathom how you got that car to do that lap time, and they can do it consistently. And this is gonna feel more like the GT3s where I go, oh, I just suck. That you're like, oh, I just haven't learned the car. I'm not, like, my skill level just isn't quite there, which, I mean, I guess in essence is why people were able to extract so much time from the old car, but I will say it just doesn't feel like it has the Jeopardy it did before, which also made it a lot of fun. Now, I guess what I should say is that the old Cup Car was fun, but it was frustrating as all get out because you just... I really struggled to just push it, and when I did try and push, I ended up making a mistake, and then the race would be ruined, and that was just the end of it. Having a crappy race is not what anybody wants to do, and it's no fun. But this is going to be a lot of fun for me to race on a consistent basis without putting in tons and tons of practice in the track like I used to have to do in the old car. brake way earlier for that corner. Still doesn't have the front end that I like, which obviously it is a rear engine car. There's not a lot of weight to it. I don't feel like I can really get the nose to point in overly well, but I can get used to this. I can work with this one. So we're going to see what we can do in the next few laps, see if we can bring our time down a little bit, just get a little more comfortable, but overall I would say I'm happy with this so far. I think this puts it in line with like the Ferrari 296. It definitely has a different feel to it. It's a very different series. You have to drive the car in a very different way compared to like the McLaren that I race in the GT3 series. Have to race it very differently, but this makes it feel more in line with those, where I don't feel like I have to baby it quite so much. Start trying to push a little bit more. See if we can drop the lap time down a little bit. Overall, I like it. So here we go. Gonna get in a few laps. And I'll check back in with you in just a minute. There we go, guys. That is my first 10 laps ever in this new Porsche Cup car. And I gotta say, I like it. Obviously, I know that there is a lot of time left on the table. I am far from perfect. Woo. I'm not gonna say that I'm going to be the fastest on track with this car, but that was fun. That was fun in a lot of ways. This felt like the first few times I drove the GT3, my McLaren through here. In the GT3, that's the car I fell in love with this track. I really wasn't the biggest fan of this track in other series, but the GT3, it just feels fun. And this feels fun. Like you can drive this one a little bit. I feel like the original Porsche Cup car that I got to know, you couldn't drive it hard. And it was all about how can you drive it on the limit, but it always felt so slow. This feels like I can get closer to what, like quotation marks, is the limit without going over it. You can come back from it. It doesn't feel like it's a, once you start to slide the car or anything, it's just over. It feels like I can get a good brake on it. Yeah, I like it. So overall, this new Porsche Cup car for this season, I am going to be looking forward to racing this in all of the different tracks. I think the first one I'm going to have access to is going to be Spa. So I think I will practice a little bit on that one and see what we can do. And have some fun there. I was able to drop into the 145s. I have no concept or idea of what a fast lap for really fast people is in this car, but I feel like that would be respectable for now, and I'm happy with that. So overall, I gotta say, I really enjoyed driving this car and learning it, and driving it for the first time. That was a lot of fun. I was able to get continually quicker as time went on. So my times just kind of kept dropping right there. That one was a little one, but then I dropped and then dropped a fair bit more. So clearly still lots of time on the table for this car, but I look forward to racing it. It's going to be a lot of fun this next season, and I hope you guys will subscribe and if you like this content, and I will see you soon.